Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. Today's sweet little journal is this beauty. This book is from the 1890s and it was called What Katie Did at School. I left the original title here on the spine, which is all intact. And I just covered up the front one with this piece out of a book called Dr. Hudson's Secret Journal. So I kept this part here and I colored it slightly with some ink to blend in better with the cover. And I added some ribbon, some of these quite old, but most of them just new. And I have absolutely overstuffed it with nothing but authentic antique and vintage ephemera. Lots of surprises tucked inside. I'd love to show you before we put it in my Etsy shop. So let's do this now. This is the original first page of the book, the original inscription, Mrs. Morris, please return. She wanted that book back. I love how this is naturally stained. I couldn't have done a better job myself. And then this is the original first plate of the book. And then we have a 1930s children's book page here. And this is from 1924. The date was written up here on the back. This is Baby Harold, apparently. And that is a beautiful photo of a mother and baby there. I love it. And then here is a vintage Trees of North America book. Look at how beautiful that is. That is stunning. I love it. And then over here, I have this wonderful little student's work page from their school book. And the student got an A on it. Look at the cat flying through the counter. Hilarious. And then another one of these little cards that I made. There's the envelope for the card tucked in back there. So I used all antique paper and ephemera and interior spines there. And I used modern day cardstock for the base so it would be nice and strong. This is an 1890s page here, The Elves and the Shoemaker. Lovely old story I see a lot. This is a 5-year diary page from 1937. So that they would have written something in every year for 5 years on there. And this is a wonderful little illustration here as well from another children's school book from the 30s. And this one is from the 50s. And then we have here a little napkin, vintage napkin from Pennsylvania, a souvenir napkin. And then this is from 1956, advertising a spring catalog. And I put some antique paper on the back there for journaling. So there's lots and lots of journaling space here. I love this plate here from the 1890s. Look at that. Actually, this one's from the 1880s. She looked earnestly in her face. It's an absolutely exquisite plate done on woodblock. And this here is a page out of Black Beauty from the 50s. You can journal in there. This little pocket I made out of a page from the antique book on budgies and canaries. Other children's book page there. And this is 1940s Arborite Company sample original. And this one is Sunshine Pearl. Just a really fun piece to have. They're quite rare and just fun. This I love here, came from 1924. It shows the difference in women's wear from 1914 to 1924. You can see their calves in the 20s. Very risque. This is a Beatrix Potter page, vintage ledger sheet. Isn't that pretty? 1925 there. Lots of fun clusters. This is a book I used many, many plates out of. Garden and Field Birds, Nests and Eggs. Really, really beautiful illustrations in there that I've been using and still have a few left. That is a fantastic photo from the image from the 50s. And I just love all the hats the gentlemen are wearing. That is New York City, I believe. Emerald Lodge again. This is a vintage edu card. So that one is W for wagon, kind of a fun piece. And then this is a 100-year-old banknote, and the pocket doubled over is made out of a hand-typed research paper on 1891 election, and that is probably typed up in the early 1900s. This is a piece that I cut down from a large class of 1951 graduating class. Look at the bouffant hairdos on there. A lot of fun to look at that. And this is one of my flinch cards from the 30s. 1950s stamp collector's book page. And then this is a receipt from Craig. It was Craig's store actually. And it's Campbell Candy, $1.80. Neato. A little piece of crochet there and a hidden journaling spot underneath. A little scrap that I'm gonna, there we go. And then this is a very fun 1950s magazine page. Look at these cupcakes. Dowel and rope crafts. So I guess they're making a cupcake holder there, and then how to make a pierced lampshade, which I've actually done that. So they were ahead of the times. And yep, there, and another one over here. This is just a really cool handwritten piece, not a copy. And this is a plate also from the early 1900s, little boy reading on his bed. Isn't that beautiful? A journal on the back of that. And then this here is from a vintage history book. Just really cool images there. Love it. And this is a postcard from the turn of the century, early 1900s, and that is from France, carte postale. And this is mounted inside of this antique postcard album page. Isn't that neat how they fit right in there? More fun clusters. And then this is from that wonderful Stickum book from the 1920s. And this is where children would have cut out the pieces and then matched them up and pasted them into where they go. You can see the outline there. I just think it's adorable. Sweet. So you can have lots of fun with these pages here. Another really fun little instruction page there on business writing. A nice vintage bird book page. This is the downy woodpecker. I love woodpeckers. Nighthawk. And then this is from the 1800s here. This is the miners sitting around the campfire. Get the beautiful moon in the background there. It's really quite a lovely image. It's a 1951 University Yearbook page pocket, and this is from the 40s here. A little birthday cake celebration for that happy family. And then here is another one of the original front pages of this book. Just look at the spotting on there. I love it. Love it. And then again, 1925, very interesting. Freckles from 1904. And then this really fun little image up here from the 1890s. And this here is another one of these wonderful vintage baby cards from the 50s, and you can journal inside there. Isn't that fun? I love it. And there we have another vintage children's book page, another sapsucker there. Looks like the red-headed woodpecker. And then this is from a 1938 Beatrix Potter book, the Patty Pan book. And that is a vintage piece of upholstery fabric. And that brings us to the end. I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. This one's super sweet. And you can find it in hyperstamper.etsy.com. And don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.